Hi, my name's Laurie Richards, and I've been teaching Simply Music for about 12 years now. And I'm going to show you some simple blues licks that you can incorporate into many of your blues songs, even if you're still in the beginning few levels of the Simply Music curriculum. Here's a simple lick that you can add to Jackson Blues. There's only a few extra notes in there. So this is a really simple pattern that I repeat in each of the positions of the blues, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. A half step to our middle note, and then add the outside notes. So the black note right next to finger 3, play it with finger 2, and then just add your outside notes. That was the 1 position. Here's the 4 position. Finger 2 on that black note, and then add the outside 2 notes. Here's the 5 chord, same thing. Finger 2 on the black note, going to the middle note, and add the outside notes afterwards. I would recommend that you get used to the feeling of this using just the right hand. Don't add the left hand yet. When you feel really comfortable with that right hand, then we can talk about where is it going to fit in with the left hand. Now let's practice putting the hands together, staying in the 1 position, just so we can get the feel of the rhythm with hands together. We're going to match up the black note that you're playing with finger 2 in the right hand with count 4 of the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you start the next cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's a great way to practice getting the feel of that. It's going to feel the same in each position, but now we need to get used to moving around between our chords. And what you have to do is look ahead to the next chord. So we're going to start our Jackson Blues as we normally do. 1, 2, 3. But now we're going to get ready for the 4 chord, just like leaving early. But on the count 4, that's where we're going to play our black note. 4. Now we're ready for the 4 chord. 2, 3. Next chord is the 1 chord. To show you a lick that works really well in light blue in the middle of that 1 long chord where your right hand is kind of just sitting still anyway. Why not add something in there? And it's just using the notes from some of the notes from the blues scale. So I'm simply using some notes from the blues scale, and to start out on this lick I'm using the top 2 white notes of the C blues scale. I'm leaving out the B flat and just playing the C and the G. I'm going to use finger 3 on the G, so I have some fingers left over. And then I'm going to play those 2 notes together, and I'm going to finish out that small triangle in the middle, and then the rest of the blues scale going down. Let me show you that again really slowly. So the C and the G together, the little triangle here in the middle, and then just bring finger 2 over and finish out the bottom of the blues scale. So you'll want to just get comfortable and get that physical familiarity with that lick just with the right hand, not worrying too much about the rhythm at the beginning. And once you've got that down with your right hand, let's see about adding it to the left hand. And as I said, this is in the middle of the one long, so I'm just going to start with the one long. 3, 4, 1, and so I'm playing it after the first count of the second one chord, playing the C and the G by themselves, and then I've got this little triplet rhythm here with the second count. Hickory, and then the bottom of my blues scale will play together with my black note in the left hand. And then you can repeat that on the second line where after the 4, 4, 1, 1. So I'll just do the same thing. Here's the 5. You can add it right here even. Same notes. Instead of ending on the C, I'm just going to end on that one chord. Let's try using that same lick in a different song, just for fun. That's something that's great about blues licks, something you can put in your back pocket and just pull out whenever you want to use it. So I'm going to try that same lick that we did in light blue and put it into Alma Mater Blues. So I think that worked out pretty well. Just sometimes I replaced the Bishop Street Blues 1 chord with that lick. So you go through the regular 1 melody, 4 chord, 1. Now this is where it's going to go. Instead of the Bishop Street chord, you're going to do the same lick with that G and that C. Hickory, together, right, left. Finish the left. Let's go over that a couple more times. It's the same thing here. Hickory, together, right, left. Hickory, together, right, left. Get that comfortable with both hands and then try inserting it at the end of your line in Alma Mater Blues. If you want to be a little more adventurous and try your own thing, you can just pick a couple of notes from the blues scale together, played together or played separately. It's probably best to start with a particular rhythm in mind. So let me show you an example using Bishop Street Blues. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, empty. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, empty. notice I played that a little slower than you might be used to playing it, and that's because your brain is having to take attention away from what you're doing to add an extra component. And so you've got to slow it down and control the events there. So I basically just kind of tried to stick with adding one Humpty rhythm on count 3. And I didn't do it every single time, but that's one example of something that you can kind of set some parameters, set a certain count that you want to do, pick a particular rhythm, and think of those 3 triangle shapes in your blues scale and stick a couple of them in there and see what happens. Now, just as an example, I'm going to play Bishop Street Blues again, and I'm going to keep my riffs nice and simple, but I'm going to add just a little bit of variety. So those are a couple of simple blues licks that can add a lot of excitement to your blues songs. Have fun!